these guys a big hand. Recognize in Las Vegas. Woo! Great job. Great job. Grab a seat. Grab a seat. Next, if you've enrolled in the last 90 days and you're here in Dallas, you just came into 3 in the last 90 days and you're here in Dallas, do me a favor and stand up. Let's go! Look at this! Let's go! Give these guys a hand! They're showing up! I love that! You ready for this? If you qualified for either the North American trip or the APAC trip, I want you to come up on stage. If you qualified and you're going on one of the 2 trips, please come up on stage with us.
Yeah, come on.
All right, the stage is full, so everybody else come up front here if you don't mind. We don't want to get too many people on this stage. No more people on the stage, so come up this way. No more people on the stage. Come to the front, come to the front. Come to the front, please, thank you. Come to the front, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. We're going to do a big... We want to hear from the wife, how she qualified, because he hit the Powerball. Give us a tip.
Yeah, so basically I signed up a guy named Jack Stockton, who owns Hollywood Studios.
Signed up the right person, so listen to this. He signs up the wife signs up one amazing runner, and they're going on the trip. I love it. Fantastic job. Okay, one more person. How'd you qualify for the trip?
Support your team. Be there always. Love on them. That's the most important thing for me, is to just love on my team. Without them, we wouldn't be here, right? None of us would be here. So support your team.
All right, Hallie is right. Where's Hallie at? Hallie's gonna do a picture. I'm gonna jump in right with the Schmitz here. Let's get a big picture of this amazing group. Can you guys step back, please? Thank you. You guys have to get out of the, if you don't mind, you guys have to totally get out of the aisle if you don't mind. Thanks. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Everyone smile and everyone cheer for this group!
Give these guys a big hand! Amazing job. Give everybody a big hand. All right, guys. Next up, you guys ready? We'll kill the music. Okay, next up. Who thinks there's a big gap between starting off cycling, going all the way to 50 cycles, 3-star price? You guys know what I'm talking about? We're not creating a new rank, but here's what I'm going to do for everybody in this room and all your teams at home. Anybody who cycles 25 times in a week, 25 times cycles in 1 week, I'm going to give you guys an old water bottle personalized with your name on it. So if you cycle 25 times over the next 60 days, we're going to send you from corporate a beautiful Odwalla water bottle. It'll have your name on it. So if your name's Christine Peterson, it'll have your name. If your name's Kimberly Starr, it'll have your name. Bob Jones, your name. So 25 cycles over the next 60 days, you'll get a beautiful water bottle from corporate with a nice message in it with your name on it if you do 25 cycles. Next thing is, I want to do some rank advancements, but we're going to ask you, just out of necessity of time here, we're going to ask you guys to stand for your rank. If you are a 1 star in the room, that's the highest rank you've hit is 1 star, please stand up. 1 star, highest rank, 1 star. You 1 stars over here, give them a big hand. What about 2 stars? You're a 2 star, stand up. Let's go. 2 stars, congratulations, congratulations. What about if the highest rank you've hit in 3 international is 3 star? Stand up. Amazing job. Amazing job. Awesome job. Proud of you guys. What if the highest rank in 3 you've hit is 3-star pro? Stand up. 3-star pro's over. And your friend Kimberly. Gladys and Steve, Dr. Sabo, phenomenal job. Darren, Chris Paul, Elgin, amazing. Lisa Barons, fantastic. Proud of you guys. What if the top rank you hit in 3 is 3-star elite? We want you to stand up, please. 3-star elite. That's Tanya Pekeski from Canada. By the way, how good does Tanya Pekeski look? Unbelievable. Looking amazing, my friend. Proud of you. Nicole, proud of you. Patrick, amazing. Antoinette's back there. What's up, Antoinette? Proud of you. Congratulations. Give them all a big hand. 3-star elite. What about the highest rank you hit in 3 is 4-star. Please stand up. Lauren Richards, Linda McCormick, Nancy Tracy Smith. Who else do I see in the back? Amazing job, guys. Christine Pierce, amazing job. All of our 4 stars. Give all of our 4 stars a big hand. All of our 4 stars. If you've hit 5-star in 3, that's your highest rank. I'd like you to please stand. Highest rank 5-star. We got Mark Gould. We got Tony the Tiger. Let's go, Tony. Man, that meeting in Chicago was nuts. Oregon wasn't kidding. Wow. Tony's actually going to talk on that, by the way. He's going to talk on how you create that kind of excitement in your local meeting. Emotion creates excitement. Emotion creates motion. Never seen Tony without a smile on his face. The guy knows how to create local excitement because he's always passionate. You think you'd want to show up in a meeting with 71 people if Patrick Tasson was hosting the meeting? You're darn right. First, that guy up there shows the video. Well, I think you might want to be in 3 international. I'm having this opportunity. It's kind of a good opportunity that you're going to love what we're doing here. Just stay put on this one. You're going to love it. Heck no, I wouldn't follow you. But I'm going to follow Patrick. I'm going to follow Tony the Tiger. I'm going to follow a bunch of our leaders. Please give our 5 stars a big hand. And last but not least, if you're a 6-star, you're in 3. If you've hit the rank of 6-star, please stand up so we can honor all of our 6 stars in the room. If you're a 6-star, please stand up. Holy! From Iowa / Scottsdale / Mrs. Chicago / travels all over the world / don't know where she's at tomorrow. Holly, come on! Give Holly a big hand! From the Pacific Northwest, they bounce back and forth. It could be Coeur d'Alene, it could be Boise, it could be Salt Lake somewhere. You don't know where they're at. Please put your hands together for 6 stars. Greg and Lori Ferrari. Amazing job. From Alice Beach, Florida. I asked the dumbest question in the world, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, so if you take this offensive, please don't let it offend you, but I calling Corbin 8, 9, 10 months ago. I said, you ever miss Tulsa, Oklahoma? They said, hell no. You're from Tulsa. It's wonderful people there. It's just not Alice Beach, Florida. It's so beautiful. The water, the waves, it looks like Greece. And they love Tulsa. Raise your kids there. It's an amazing place. But because of this, they ended up in Alice Beach, Florida. Please give a big hand to Holly Corbin Roush. Next up, it's 6-star. Chloe, do me a favor. Stand up, please. Chloe's another person that always shows up. A bunch of love in her heart and treats everybody like family. She's always so positive. Always the first person to give a hug. Send me a WhatsApp the other day. Looking forward to seeing you in Dallas. Chloe's got a massive, massive heart. I'm proud of Chloe and the sacrifice she takes to spend time away from Frank, her husband. Frank is just such an amazing guy. I got to spend time with him on the Ritz-Carlton yacht last year. By the way, what a trip that was. Huh? Ooh, it ain't the Royal Caribbean. Mr. Piku, you want some more sashimi? That's a yes. Mr. Piku, you want some Thai food? Yes. For breakfast? Yeah, I'll take some Thai food. That sounds good. But I got to spend time with Frank and Chloe on the trip, on the Ritz trip last September. It was incredible, a few days. Frank's an amazing guy. They have an amazing love, but she takes away time so she can be in Asia building this amazing business. Please put your hands together for 6-star director Chloe Zhao. Next, I would like Pepping and Leah to please stand. Pepping and Leah, I'm always so blown away by their professionalism, their class, how they lead by example. You know, when most people, I won't tell you their ages out of respect, but I'll tell you this. They look amazing, they act amazing, they're super young in spirit. Not in their number age, in their spirit. I'm telling you, they're super young. I watch how they carry themselves. When you're on the phone with somebody that says, I can't do this business because I'm XYZ, my best years are behind me. Their best years are in front of them, and I'm very proud of them. They have traveled all over the world, building an international business and an international team. Leah is a force by herself. Hepping is a force by himself, but when they come together as a couple, they are a power couple. I want you to please put your hands together for Hepping and Leah. I see Samson. Samson, will you stand in the back of the room? I see Samson in the back corner. Samson was supposed to be emceeing this, as I mentioned, but I want to recognize Samson for everything that he does day in and day out and working with this group. I want to speak on 60 seconds about unity. I think it's powerful. When a three-stranded cord comes together, nothing can break it. When a family's together, nothing can break it. When a husband leaves his home and has a kiss on the cheek from his wife, nothing can replace that belief, that break, that unity. Well, guess what? When you're here together with our leadership, nothing can break that when our leaders come together. And I want to thank the leaders for unifying, for working together, for rising up for North America, rising up in Asia, and all over the world. And a big piece of that is Samson coming together with a number of our leaders and putting the things in place to help you guys. Our leadership's really taken an active role and a strategic role coming together, and that unity is a big piece of that. I want to recognize and honor Samson for everything he does, for coming over here and taking a chance on a startup company with Kim Wee, and we go out and we've built something that I'm just absolutely blown away by. We'll be 3 years old in May, and I couldn't be more impressed, and a big part of that is because of all of the leaders, all of them, up here, and Samson and Kim. Please put your hands together. Samson, please stand back up. Please put your hands together for Samson Wee. Give Samson a big hand. Our next speaker, and I wanted to introduce him, so I'm glad I'm getting a chance to do this. Are you guys fired up for what we're about to get into? I'll just say this, and it's not meant to offend anybody, but a friend of mine said, Daniel, you need to get in shape. And I said, you need to be blunt. And he said, I'll be blunt with you. He says, I won't sugarcoat it because you'd probably eat that too. Excuse me? I said, wow, thanks. I used to tell people obesity doesn't run in my family because nobody runs in my family. Guys, there's nothing like changing somebody's life by dropping a few lbs. Just in the last 10 days, it's been an amazing journey for me. I'm going to go drop the rest of this because of a product, and I don't want to steal the thunder, but Dr. Dan is a genius, and that's with a G, not with a J. He's a genius. He has a passion, he has a love, and I've said that now for 3 years on stage about Dr. Dan. He's not only a brother and an amazing guy, but he has a love for chemistry and science and formulation and bringing amazing products. And I went to him in short order and I gave him a challenge and said, this is what I think we should do. And he never once said, I don't think we can do that. Now what he did say is, that quick? I said, yeah, for Dallas. And him and Troy said, dude, are you all right, bro? Have you lost your mind? That was just a few weeks ago. So you're gonna get this product, it's gonna be shipping Tuesday, Wednesday. The issue is, it's not gonna be in pretty packaging. We ain't got pretty packaging for you. It's been tested on the front end, the middle, the back end for safety. That'll come out, that'll be done on Sunday night or Monday from a testing standpoint. But what we do have, guys, what we do have is we got a product that'll be shipping Tuesday, Wednesday. Don't look at the packaging, how it arrives. Nobody cares about the packaging. They care about what's inside. We got a surprise for you today. But I had the initial spark and seed planted, you might want to say. Maybe vision, but it was just how it all came together. I had a gentleman come to me, the timing was unbelievable. I was here in Dallas, Texas. And I had a gentleman come to me. I was right up the road at Cowboy Land here at Frisco, where that crappy team plays. Sorry. I'm a Bronco fan. My Broncos are still in it. Sorry. I know. I'm totally kidding. I was next to Cowboy, the practice facility there, and I was at our event. I had a conversation with a gentleman, and he said, Daniel, you ready to explode? I said, yeah. And he said, well, sit still. I've got something for you. I've known this guy a long time. I trust him. He says, I got something for you. And I would bug this guy every 48, 72 hours. You ready? No. Hold on. Just hold on. And I would just blow him up for a month. True story. And then I was talking to some of our leadership, and they said, what if you did this? What if you did that? And I just had to zip my mouth. I'm like, man, are they like listening? How do they know this, right? What's going on? Then I went to Dr. Dan and said, Dr. Dan, we got to charge. We got to do this. You guys are in for a treat. If there's a stage up here with glowing lights and spotlights and flashing like we launch Kinetic, everybody be cheering and doing their things. We don't have a big fancy stage. You didn't come here for the stage. You didn't come here for the packaging. What you came here for is a game-changing, life-changing product. We're gonna launch this in March or April, and we would have missed all the people in January and February that needed this product. Please put your hands together for our resident genius and brilliant formulator, our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Dan Boomer.
Hello everyone, how are you? Are you excited? I'm so grateful to be here with y'all. Y'all, right? Is that what you're saying here? Hiya. So, yeah, people have come up to me the last couple of months and they said, have you lost weight? And Hubby told me that a couple of weeks ago. When I was with him in California, he said, have you lost weight? I was like, and I didn't have a lot of weight to lose, but I've lost 10 pounds in the last 4 weeks. I didn't think I could lose any more weight. There you go. The talk that Daniel gave me is 2026 is going to be massive. And it is. Who believes that? I'm fired up. I'm passionate. I'm kind of angry. I want 2026 to be the best year the network marketing industry has ever seen. Are you with me? We have great products. pussyfooting around. I want something powerful. I want something strong. I want something the industry has never seen before. Do you want that? Would you like to share something like that? Something that blows your socks off. Something you feel right away. Something that's demonstrable. Something that's clinical studies. Something that when you go and tell someone about it, they've never ever seen it before in their life. They can't even conceive it, it's so novel. Do you want that? All right, let's do it. What's the problem? Problem's obesity. Who knows someone that could use that a little bit? I think we should all raise our hands. Obesity is a big deal. 47% of the people in the world are either overweight or obese. That's a fact. 47%. It's a problem. It's a huge issue. Now, what's the solution? Well, just eat less. Just exercise. Be healthy. Does that work? There's clinical studies that have come out showing that obesity is a metabolic condition. Who believes that? It's a metabolic condition. It's not as simple as just like have willpower. Just be stronger. Just do better. No, it's an issue. The physiology, the genes are broken. They're not firing properly. So any sort of willpower, just do better, just be stronger, just pull up your pants, that doesn't work. We need chemistry. We need science. We need new molecules. Who's with me on that? GLP-1! Who's heard of GLP-1? Yeah, unless you've been living under a rock for the last 5 years, you've all heard of GLP-1, right? What is GLP-1? GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. It's an enzyme in the body. It's a peptide. What? Peptide? Who's heard of peptides? Yeah, peptides are hot right now. GLP-1 is a peptide in the body that binds to a receptor called the GLP-1 receptor. And what it does is it helps to control blood sugar levels, it helps to control insulin levels, helps to control appetite, helps to control brain activity, helps to control a lot of different things. It's pretty cool, right? So GLP-1 is a natural enzyme in the body. The body produces it. The problem is it produces it quickly and then it's gone. Produces it quickly and it's gone. Scientists have tried to isolate it, to bottle it up, to concentrate it and to give it to people. But it just disintegrates. 10 years ago, there was a seminal discovery when scientists found in the saliva of a Gila monster. Who would want to do science where you study the saliva of a Gila monster? How do you collect that? Come here, fluffy. You know, I don't know. But anyways, in the saliva of a Gila monster, they discovered a peptide called extendin-4 that actually mimicked GLP-1. And it was stable. It wasn't as stable as we wanted it to be because you actually had to put it in a liquid and shoot it into your abdomen 4 times a week, that one. But that was the first hint of maybe GLP-1 could be something. And then over the years, scientists have studied and discovered and created analogs, and they have today these GLP-1 agents that are stable, but there's still an issue with them. What's the issue? You still have to inject them into your abdomen. Is that ideal? No. Is that great? No. So GLP-1 is great. It's one of the hottest targets science has ever seen. It really is. It's marvelous. If you can bind to this receptor, you can do crazy things with human health. And we've seen a little bit of that. But there's still so much that needs to be done. And these synthetic GLP-1 agents, they're good. They have some efficacy. But there's tons of problems. Number 1, loss of lean muscle mass. Who has seen that with people taking GLP-1s? Loss of lean muscle mass is a huge, huge deal. And we've talked about putting on muscle and the importance of putting on muscle. Science talks about it, but we don't talk about it enough. Every chronic disease that you can get later in life can be traced back to not having enough lean muscle. You might be like, you're lying. Go look it up. I can send you papers. Keeping lean muscle is a big, big deal. And with these synthetic GLP-1s, you lose it quickly. Nausea, constipation, hair loss. We could go through the list. There's about 30 other things that can happen. Well, why is that? We've talked about synthetic molecules before. You know, and I used to synthesize drugs. I'm a synthetic chemist by training. I love to synthesize drugs. I thought it was the best thing ever until it wasn't. Till I realized that Mother Nature has natural molecules, natural compounds that can do the same thing with much better selectivity, much better efficacy, less side effects. Who likes that? Who likes the sound of that? I've been working on the weight loss concept for a long, long time. Daniel and I have been talking about it the 3 years that I've had the pleasure of working with Daniel. Let's give our hands for Daniel. I love him. I'm grateful for him. He's always had my support. Never once has he said, you can't do that. Never once has he said, I don't think that'll work. Never once has he said, we don't have the budget for that. And that's happened a lot in the industry. In my scientific career, I'm passionate. I want to change the world. I want to come up with new things. Many times I've had people stand in my way saying, oh, you can't do that. We don't have the budget for that. I don't think that'll work. Daniel's never once said that, and I'm grateful to him for that. He's the best, and it's a delight to be able to work for him. So, I've been looking at weight loss for a long, long time. You've been asking me about weight loss for a while, haven't you? You have. And for me, it's just, we're trying. We come up with a formulation that's not quite right. It doesn't have quite the right efficacy. But I'm telling you what, the last little bit, have you ever had something where there's a roadblock, and you're just trying to do it, and bang your head against the wall, boom, 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 and then suddenly it opens, and it's like the heavens align, and where you haven't been able to go 5 feet, now you're able to go 100 miles? Have you ever had that happen? This is one of those experiences where we were banging our head against the wall for a long, long time, and then all of a sudden, the skies parted, the doors opened, and we were able to see eternity. We were able to make some huge progress and provide something that's cool. Who would rather take a natural product that can help to support healthy GLP-1 levels? Who would like that? Would you like that? Something without a side effect, something powerful. I'm introducing you to GLP-3. 3S in the company. This is our approach to GLP. This is our answer to all the other stuff that's out there. A natural product. Now, what does this product do? You can see it from the slide. It obliterates food cravings. One of the great things about GLP-1, when you're able to target it, it can eliminate food cravings. Now, when we're talking about losing weight, it's hard. And metabolically, some people just cannot lose weight because GLP-1 is not active. That gene is turned off in our body. So, when it comes to weight loss and food cravings, there's something called food noise that we've been studying a lot as scientists. Who've heard about food noise? Food noise is a big deal, and basically what it means, simply put, have you ever had the kitchen sing to you? You're just sitting there in your house, and you hear this la, 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 coming from the kitchen. You're like, no, I'm not really hungry. La, 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 and it gets louder and louder, and you're like, stop it! And it's just incessant, no matter what time of the day or night, the kitchen is singing to you. You're not hungry, but you feel compelled to go and attack your kitchen and devour everything in sight, right? I think we've all had that. I've had that. You know, sometimes I'm on the seafood diet, right? Whatever I see, right? What this product does is it obliterates food cravings and food noise. Food is just not attractive to you. I mean, yeah, we need to eat, and that's good, but we eat only when we're hungry, and we don't eat when we're not. The body is in tune because GLP-1 is now functioning properly. The second thing is it helps us drop the pounds. You heard what Daniel said? What I've said? This product works. works, and it's powerful, and it's all natural. And one of the best parts, it retains lean muscle mass. No reduction in muscle strength, muscle mass. Actually, the opposite. Some of the studies that we've done and our collaborators that we've worked with, it can actually do the opposite. It can actually help to retain and build a little bit of muscle. Who would like that? And what makes it all work? What makes it all work? Wait, who's heard of peptides? Who likes peptides? Are peptides hot? Wouldn't it be cool if we had something with peptides? My friends, that's what this is. We have our own peptide that we've discovered. It's called MBC 267, Metabolic Boost Complex. Who's heard of BPC 157? Who's heard of TB 500? CJC 1295? Everybody's like, what? Are we going into a different language? Those are all names of peptides, right? Our peptide that we have in this product, MBC 267, it's a complex of 267 different peptides that activate the GLP-1 receptor, it activates GLP-2, and it activates GIP. I'm not going to go into more detail in that, but it activates all of these. And we have studies here showing that our MBC 267 peptide is just as effective. Ooh, look at that. I'm not going to say that name, but look at that. Yeah, just as effective. Our peptide, and we have other ingredients in it as well. So the features. This is Mother Nature's GLP-1. Mother Nature's GLP-1. The only Mother Nature's GLP-1 on the planet. It's full of powerful peptides, MBC 267. And it's highly absorbable. It comes in tincture. It comes in a dropper. You take 3/4 of a dropper. And it's all possible because of this peptide that is patented, that is trademarked, that is clinically studied. Okay? So if you go up to someone and you say, have you heard of BPC 157? They're like, yeah. Have you heard of TB 500? Yeah. Have you heard of MBC 267? Wait, what? There's your opening. And why? We've applied our cellular absorption technologies to this. This is why this peptide is able to be delivered in an oral form. We use polyphenol complexation and adjuvant technologies, which are proprietary to our company. The reason why those other peptides that we talked about earlier, the reason why they don't work is because they're not absorbable. The reason why you have to stab it into your stomach is because you're hoping it'll get directly into the bloodstream and not go through the digestive tract. Because if it goes through the digestive tract, our digestive system just breaks it apart and cannibalizes it. What happens with this is we have different polyphenols, different molecules that surround it like a bubble. My wife was watching a documentary on Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. And they were actually showing the way they were able to get Taylor Swift into the stadium. Have you heard this? They actually put her into a janitor's cleaning cart. They had a cleaning cart that looked exactly like a janitor's cart, and they put her inside of it. And then they would move it all around, all the way through the crowds and up into the stage. That's essentially what we're doing with this peptide. We're surrounding it by different things. We're putting it into a janitor's cart so it can go throughout the body until it hits the cell where it needs to. Boop, it drops the peptide like Taylor Swift off. It enters the body, and boom, it's showtime. That's what we do. So some questions. How much GLP-1 should I take? When's the best time to take it? Take 3/4 of a dropper, 30 minutes before your meal, or as desired. I've taken it twice this morning. It's fantastic. I was a little hungry this morning. Took it. I haven't eaten anything this morning. What are the key ingredients? Our MBC 267 peptides, ginsenosides from Panax ginseng, safranal from saffron, humanoids from hops, and menthol from peppermint, and a few other things, but those are the main ingredients. How much can I take? It's all natural. No need to worry about taking too much. If you wanted to, you could take this whole vial and chug it all at once. Does it contain synthetic ingredients? No. No artificial colors, flavors, nothing synthetic, non-GMO, pesticide-free. Who likes that? And it's this simple. You want revolution? You want weight loss? You want GLP-1? You want new results? You take our NBC 267 peptide. It's that simple. All right. Daniel, back to you.
Give Dr. Dan a big hand. Here's what I would say when you're sharing with this product. Give him another hand. I think they want to hug you. I don't want to be gross, but Mark Fuel's so excited. He's like, give me a wet willy in my ear. I said, Mark, I gotta pay attention. He's like, oh, no, I think it's gonna be. I'm like, it's gonna be amazing. Mark, my ear. That's how excited Mark is. Wow. I'm gonna ask for 10 volunteers to come up. 10 volunteers to come up. Come on up, first 10. I need these to go to everybody in attendance. Don't keep them for yourself. Pass those out. They need everybody there's enough for every single person to get one. There you go. There's enough for every single person to get one of these. Please pass them out. I got a couple more. That's for the group. How are you? Let's pass them out.
Marisa.
By the way, if you haven't gotten one in a couple minutes, you say, hey, who stole them all? Because I need one.
Thank you.
The next thing we're going to do here, I want you guys to get this in front of you.
I got one. It's
How are you, Dr. Sabo? I'm looking forward to hearing you present. You did an amazing job. Did everybody get one? Is anybody missing one? This lovely lady, thank you to all the volunteers, by the way, for passing these out. We're going to do something fun next. You guys ready? I'm going to share with you guys a couple things. I'm going to share with you the pricing. Guys, we literally, this is hot off the press. It's just coming out of testing. Like I said, Sunday night, Monday. We'll be shipping Tuesday, but probably Wednesday morning. I say that to say, where's Hallie, by the way? Hallie, will you record this? Give your phone on you. Will you just record this section for about 2 minutes? Mark, record this. I'm going to have you send this to me. I'm going to share a couple things. You guys ready? Number one, $75 per bottle. Okay, guess what we're going to do? We're going to do a tri-pack. You buy a tri-pack, we're going to take $25 off. If you're going to buy 3 of them, 75, 150, 225. We're taking the 25 off. It's going to be $200 for 3 of them. With 100 points. That's going to be available for enrollment. That's going to be available in the back office. That's going to be available for Smart Ship. So if you're like, how much of this should I take? I will tell you this, the more you take, the better your upline will feel. It's a joke. On a serious note, it's going to be available on all of those. Enrollment, back office, and Smart Ship. Okay? Now, I want to warn you about something. Don't stop taking it or all the weight will come back within 24 hours. You guys are great, man. You guys catch on. You guys are good. Wow. You guys are good. On a serious note, Greg will be presenting here in a little while. He'll be presenting an event pack we have that's tied around this. Ferraro's going to knock it out of the park talking about why get this event pack and what goes with that event pack and what the benefits are. But until then, the last thing I want to do is this. I want to share with you, from a liability standpoint, I've been told to say this. These attorneys, by the way, man. Product is coming out of testing. What do I mean by that? We haven't released it. It's shipping on Wednesday. But I have samples here that are R&D samples. So if anybody wants to try it, I have R&D samples. We ordered these cute little squeezers, like on Amazon, those little squeezy things, and they didn't arrive. Thanks, Jeff Bezos. Thanks, Amazon. I just found that out an hour ago. But what we do have, you guys ready? I have about 40, 50 bottles of this product for this room. So what does that mean? I'm going to ask Dr. Dan to help. Cindy Maddox is getting the first bottle. My dear friend Cindy Maddox, to pass down to her. Cindy, I hate to tell you this. By the way, everybody knows the flu's going around, right? I want to preface with the flu's going around. Take this at your own risk. If you get the flu, that's on you, not on Great International. Pass that down so you can try some. This is a salmon. Can you take some? Yes, yeah. This is a orange peppermint salmon patented ingredient from Norway, as Dr. Dan shared. Okay, this isn't Kit Kat. So when you take it, you're like, oh, does this taste like Skittles or Starburst? No, it's not supposed to. I think it tastes fantastic. Today's day 10 for me. Tastes good? You like it? Pass it down. I got another bottle. Pass it down. I got a bottle for you. We're going to make sure everybody in this room tastes it. Let's start here. Dr. Dan, will you grab about 5, 6, 7 bottles? And that'd be great, Greg. Thank you. Let's start with this row. And then, Corbin, will you start down here? Guys, everybody sit down. Grab a seat, please, please. Grab a seat. The people that come up will be the last to get it. We're going to keep about 20 of these. So if you pass those out in the back, that'd be awesome. Holly, thank you for your help. Pass those out in the back. By the way, don't put a bottle in your pocket. Everybody needs to taste them in the room. And I've only got about, leave that section here to leave. Just mentioned all things. Okay, you guys ready? Make sure these get to all corners of the room, please. All corners of the room. I want everybody to taste this. All corners, and that's about all we have. The rest has to stay here. We have to make that work.
Team leader.
Everybody in this room should taste this. Should be going around. Everybody got some bottles going around.
Did you guys try it?
Okay, take 3/4 of a dropper.
Yeah, you gotta pass it down the whole room.
3/4 of a dropper.
Yeah, you guys gotta pass it down the whole room. Pass it down.
Mark will be the second mic. We got a few questions. We're gonna go around and answer a few questions.
It's coming. It's
I'll
coming.
MC it later. Make sure it gets in everybody's hands.
Are we on? Hey! I mean, I know as I was walking around, everybody's like, I got a question. I need to ask something. Who's got a question? Lauren, you got a question?
How long will a bottle last?
Depends on how much you take. 3/4 of a dropper. I'll take 2, 3 drops at a time, droppers worth. I've been doing that a couple times per day. Some people, a bottle will last 8, 10 days. Some people 12 days. Some people 5 days. The more you want to lose weight, the more you take. Next question.
If you're already taking shots, can you take this as well?
Dr. Dan.
Talk with your doctor.
Good answer. What we got? Hold on. Let's stop right here.
Can someone on dialysis take it?
Hey, raise your hand if you've tried the product.
Talk with your doctor.
Raise your hand if you've tried the product. Who has not? Okay, put your hand down if you've tried it. Put your hand down, please, if you have not tried the product. You've not tasted it, not tried it.
We didn't get some back there.
Thank you. I got a couple more here. That group back there, keep your hands up. Holly, there's 2 random bottles. Thank you for your help, Holly. I've only got a couple more because I got to leave the retains. I got those. Holly's coming back. She's nice enough to bring more product back. Next question. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we got everybody. Thank you, Holly. Okay, any other questions, Corbin?
Anyone else have questions? Hold on. Let's go, Spanky.
Will this help with bone density?
Dr. Dan?
Yes, it can. Yep.
Oh, hold on, here we go. Hey, back in the car, baby.
So you mentioned taking it 30 minutes before you eat, but what if you're like an irregular eater? Would you just take it consistently during the day?
Yeah, you would take it consistently. So you could take it 30 minutes before you eat. The most important thing is just take it. No matter when you take it, what it's going to do is it's going to activate that GLP-1, and you want GLP-1 to be activated all throughout the day, even while you're sleeping.
Dr. Dan. Hello.
Hello.
What do you suggest as far as age? Do you think if the 12 to 13-year-olds can
12 and up.
12 and up, that's all I need to know.
Hold on.
Okay, I've already lost 158 pounds. How long will it take me to get rid of the rest of this?
So the studies that we've done, 10% of body weight in 30 to 60 days.
Is it going to be in the PDR?
We want to submit it to the PDR, yes. You have to have a physical product before you talk to the PDR. So here we go.
Dr. Dan, how does this work for people who use GLP for diabetes versus weight loss?
This is the last question. Go ahead, Dr. Dan.
They need to talk with their doctor. Just show the doctor what you're taking. Tell them that you want to take our product and follow their advice.
Love that. Hey, Dr. Dan, stay up here. Corbin, thank you for your help. Give Dr. Dan another big hand. Give him a massive hand. By the way, here's what I'll say. I take 3/4 of the cropper. I take 2 or 3 at a time. I will say this. I'm not a hype guy with products and testimonials. I'm just not. I want to share that. I've lost 13 pounds in 10 days. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. I literally don't think about food. And I know you're going to say that's a sales pitch. I didn't eat dinner last night. Because the food noise, I'm Mr. Food Noise. I'm Mr. Food Noise. Thanks, Mark. That's so true. No, like literally, I work hard and get to eat. This is taking away like cravings. I don't think about lunch. I don't think about, everybody knows at the office, let's go to lunch. Let's go here. No, I don't do it. So it's burning the pounds. I say that about it just happened. It's a fact. You know, the word testimonial, it's crazy. It's not a testimonial. I'm telling you what's happened in 10 days. So I say that to say, we want to do a Zoom the end of January. I was talking to 6 stars last night. I want to do a corporate-wide Zoom for North America at the end of January. And on that corporate-wide Zoom, I want every single person that's here in the room today to be on that Zoom. And I want your teams to be on that Zoom, because we're going to select 15, 20, 30 people to give a 30-second testimonial about what you've done. My name is George, and I've lost XYZ, and I live in South Carolina. My name's Bob. My name's Susan. We're gonna go testimonial after testimonial at the end of this month, late January, on a corporate Zoom, so that we can just share testimonials with everybody in this group of what's happened in only a couple-week period. Who's in? It's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. So look forward to that announcement coming out for a Zoom. Guys, are you guys fired up? We delivered an all-natural Mother's Nature GLP. Your next speaker, I hope she's ready to go. You guys ready to hear from a 6-star? She's here all the way from Iowa/Scottsdale. Who knows Holly DeMont? DeMont.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna get right into it. So I got a timer, we're gonna get into it. I am from Iowa and Scottsdale. We always joke about that. So I grew up in Iowa, so my roots are there. And I love the sun, I love the desert. So it was one of my goals early on in network marketing that I wanted to be in the sun. Can anybody relate to that? Does anybody want that? Holly's like, yes. Okay, so you're gonna kind of see some of this in this presentation. So let's get right into it. So it's called Shifting Your Identity. So we all have identities. And you look at the side on the left. You know, you have this identity as a parent, a mother, a father, an aunt, a grandma, a grandfather, a son. You have that identity. You know it. You feel it. You know what it feels like. A business owner. Maybe you have your own business. And you know that's your identity. You have identity as a sports fan, you know? Do we have any, we know we have a Broncos fan. You know, do we have any 49ers fans, Bears fans, Eagles fans? I mean, seriously. Okay, we go down the road. I was on a flight last night with Miami fans and Ole Miss fans. Man, I felt so bad for those Ole Miss fans. I was like, but you know what? They were wearing their things proudly. That's their identity. So we can have several different identities. And then you have, you know, your profession. Whether you're a dental hygienist, you're a real estate agent, you're an influencer, whatever it may be, that's an identity. An athlete, you know, an athlete, that's an identity. Then you have a traveler. You know, people love to travel, they love to post about it, all that. And then the very last one, you're retired. So you kind of lost your identity a little bit, maybe. You might feel like, gosh, I don't really know. My point is with this, we have identities in all different buckets. So where's your 3 identity? And this is about owning and having awareness of what your thoughts are around your 3 business identity. Now I'll be really raw and real here. This is not a side hustle for me. I don't even relate to the word side hustle. You're not going to hear me say it. Christy, yes. I mean, I know what my identity is with 3 and where I'm going. So my goal right up here in the next 15 minutes is to help you all to really get in touch with your 3 business identity. Would you like that? Yeah. Would you like that? You want to shift. You want to shift your focus, shift where you're going. Let's get into it. So your brain needs contrast. When your brain is in that comfort zone mode, you are like, it's like your feet are kicked back with your brain. You don't have to think. Why? Because you're driving the same route to work every day. You're wearing the same brands every day. You eat the same food every day. This comfort zone, your brain wants contrast. So to get a little raw and real with our business, you think about your contrast with your 3 business. Where you want to go and where you are. Where you are, that can be painful. And I want it to be painful. I'm not going to be up here sugarcoating stuff. Daniel used the word sugarcoating earlier. I'm not going to do that. I want you to feel it. I want you to get really deep with yourself and know, I don't want to live like this anymore. I want this business because of this reason. So think that contrast. That contrast is there to move you forward. So you know what you want. Okay, so contrast. Let's get into some of it. We have desires, and then we have disasters. So let's look at the desire. My desire, I want a calendar full of quality appointments. Not just any appointments. I want quality people appointments. That they've seen a tool, they know what they're getting on, and who they're talking with, and they're excited. I want to bring on committed business builders. Anybody else? Yeah. To focus on that constantly. Achieve trips in helping your team to achieve. Yes. And then hitting a specific dollar amount weekly. That is so exciting when you open that Friday ding and you see that dollar amount. First of all, you should be grateful for every single time that dings. No matter what the amount is, you're like, I am grateful for this. Then you want to see that increase. So what do you desire? Do you know your dollar amount? Do you know what you want to earn? Then you look at the disaster. You're like, oh man, I can feel some of these. Inconsistent with touching your business. That one is painful a little bit because then you start beating yourself up. And it's good that you know that. Saying yes to distractions. So this is an awareness of what you're saying yes to that aligns with your goals. So you guys, distractions are everywhere. I'll say this, every distraction is equal. Nobody in this room has a bigger distraction than another person. And you'll see that. Feeling guilty for not following through with your goals. You're like, gosh, this last year I set this goal and I didn't hit it. And then you feel guilty, then you're beating yourself up. And then you kind of go down this like downward spiral in the disaster column. We want you on the other side. Poor food and lifestyle choices. And I say this because food, clean eating, that fuels you. I know I say no to alcohol more than probably anything because I don't feel productive the next day. I'm not putting poison in my body like that. If I do it, it's a celebratory thing. So that's for something for you to really think through. So detach from negative labels and instead focus on your capabilities. So this is something to be aware of. Going back to that last slide, I want everyone to spend time on this today at some point. Maybe it's in your room, maybe it's quiet time at lunch. What's your disaster column and what's your desire column? Because the more you can connect with that, you're gonna see it. So detach from the negative labels. We've all had it happen to us where we've had people maybe say something that stopped us in our tracks, and not in a good way, right? Where they've stopped us where we're like, oh gosh, they said something about network marketing. I didn't know how to answer it. If someone says something about network marketing to me, I'm like, I love network marketing. Like my belief is so high, but I've worked on it. I've learned. So think about the negative labels that you're associating with yourself. And that's what you're going to stop focusing on and instead focus on your capabilities. Confidence and success are byproducts of a deeper understanding of oneself. So we talk about the 5 belief areas. You're going to hear about this after lunch on a panel. There's belief in yourself, belief in network marketing, belief in the comp plan, belief in the products, and belief in network. Did I say network marketing? What was the 5th one? Company. Okay, this one is all about yourself. Would you all agree that's the toughest one? Belief in ourself is the toughest one. So when you can be aware of what you're choosing, that disaster or that desire, you're improving your confidence. You're making choices you're proud of. That feels really, really strong and good. Visualization, this is one of the tools to use for this. So visualization has to be emotional. You have to have your why, your emotion attached to this. You have to. Like when you I visualized this morning. Before I got out of bed, I laid there, I didn't look at my phone. I laid there and I visualized. And I've done this like throughout my entire career. And I can talk about it with, yes, when I first started, but I want to talk about now with 3, what I visualized and where I've gone. So I knew 6-star was within reach. It was a far reach, but I knew it was within reach. And you better believe that everything that I focused on was on that desire column. It wasn't in the disaster. You don't move ranks by focusing on the bad or the disaster. I had recognized what I was doing, when I was doing, what moved me forward, and that's how you move forward. Okay, so emotional. What is it? Is it almost gonna make you go into tears? That's what I mean by emotional. Visual, you see it, you smell it, you feel it, you have all of those sensory rich things. So I'm gonna use Holly and Corbin as an example. So they lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They had a gorgeous house. I had been there. And you better believe, whether they knew they were doing this or not, they were picturing themselves walking on the beach in Alice Beach. They were hearing the ocean waves. They were the sand, they could feel it. They could imagine their conversations and laughter. They could imagine going to dinner. They could imagine themselves at the beach club. They could imagine their boys coming in. You guys, can you feel that? They now live that. So they did this whether they knew it or not. So it's what you focus on expands. So it's repetitive. The more times that you can touch base with what your desires are, the more times in a day, the better. So I had a meeting a few weeks ago in Iowa with a couple leaders, a couple 4-stars, and we talked about the goals for the year. And I said, you know what? I said, I want you guys to choose a time. I want you to set an alarm at that time. They chose 8:30 a.m. every day. And you both are going to stop in your tracks, and you're both going to focus on what we just pictured. And they're doing it. So there's power in that. And you do it multiple times. So it always includes a why, and you gotta have a deadline. So if it is the virtual event that we're having, that we're doing in Vegas, picture yourself, your name's up there. Picture yourself on the trips, picture yourself, all of that. Picture what you would do with it. So here's your comfort zone. You know, we've seen many things like this with the comfort zone. And man, that comfort zone is safe, right? It's really in control. The key is, you know how I said the brain likes contrast? You've got to get out of that comfort. You've got to change it up. You've got to be open to learning. You've got to tap into that desire. So with the comfort zone, and this is little things. If you always take the same route to the grocery store, change it up. Take a different route. Your brain is on autopilot. You're not even allowing your brain to think differently. You want your brain to think differently so you can bring in all of those desires. So your house furniture, rearrange your house furniture. Maybe it's just your bedroom, maybe it's your kitchen, your living room. Rearrange it. You have different pictures up there. Trick your brain. Paint the walls of your house if you want to. Get a new car. Just change it up. If you order the same thing at a restaurant, do something different. Change up how your brain is processing, because if you leave it in a comfort zone, you're going to get the same thing. And that's what you got to trick yourself with. And it's not always comfortable. It's not. And you don't want to be comfortable, because look at that growth zone down there. That's when you have new goals, you conquer objectives, you live your dreams, you find your purpose. So disrupt your mind's comfort zone. Disrupt it. Change it up. If you always paint your nails the same color, change it up. I'm serious. We get in these routines of doing the same thing over and over. With your business, that's the one thing I really look at. I'm like, what worked really well this last year? What didn't work well? What do I want to continue doing? Like, really take a hard look at that. If it didn't work, why are you still doing it? So change it up. This could be a lot of fun. And implement the visualization. Implement the repetition. Implement the mindfulness. So the mindfulness one is really one of the keys I want you to get from this. Because the more mindful you are of what you're seeing, what you're bringing in, what actions you're doing, that's when you can be able to start disrupting. So if I were to go get a brand new car, and then all of a sudden I see that car everywhere. I see it everywhere. Well, you know what? My brain is saying this is important to her. So that's why I'm seeing the car everywhere, you guys. The car was always there. But my brain is triggering to say, this is important to her. So imagine you do that with your 3 business, your identity. It's on the forefront of your mind. And all of a sudden, you start bringing in people that match what you want. You're like, wow. That is so real. So have your mind realize what's important to you, and you're gonna start bringing more of that into your business. So mindfulness, discipline. This all takes discipline. The visualization, the mindfulness, working on yourself. Discipline is the benefit in the future that is more important than the reward in the present. And that could be applicable to so many things in life, absolutely. With our business, this right here is what sets you apart. This keeps you from going in and out of the business. This keeps you getting up in the morning, ready to go. I'm gonna do it. Change it up if it's not working, right? I know Patrick said, he'll sit in his office and he'll go through 250 names. If that is not motivating you, get to a coffee shop. Go meet people. Go meet people on your team and work side by side with them. We're really big into that. So discipline, the benefit in the future that is more important than the reward in the present. So really to hold yourself accountable, keep a journal. So there's a nice, I know that's a Mercedes because that's what the dashboard looks like, right, Greg? So keep a journal. Your steering wheel is your guide. You cannot measure what you cannot manage what you cannot measure. So you're in charge of that steering wheel. So if you keep a journal every single day and you start awareness with your daily behaviors, awareness, and you can use this with fitness, you can use this with everything. I'm talking about the 3 business though. What's gonna make you in that higher vibration? I personally love going to the gym. I love it because it puts me in that euphoria. I love it. And so daily behaviors, say you went to the gym. You did the treadmill this morning, even if it was only for 20 minutes. Then you rate yourself. How connected are you with your 3 business identity? A 1 out of 10. How connected are you? And if you really start to look at that and you're like, dang it, I'm only a 5 today. Okay, what am I gonna do the next day to make it a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10? You, in this business, absolutely we're entrepreneurs. Our calendar is our boss. We are our boss. If you're looking to your upline to motivate you and get you going, hey, that's awesome if you have that, but it's really on you. It's on you to plug in. It's on you to be accountable with your self-awareness, like, what am I doing? You know, we're here to coach you. We're here to guide you. Absolutely. We can't, though, fire you up where you want to do it every single day. Some of that's awareness of you knowing, I know why I'm doing this. So you create your identity. You guys, this is an open canvas that you get to create a life. You get to create what you want. You get to picture yourself with your identity. So we just have a couple minutes left. And I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to see yourself in your 3 business. I want you to celebrate. I want you to recognize how it feels to open that text message or email and see a dollar amount of what you're getting paid. What you're getting paid on Friday. And you're proud of it, and you're excited. What are you gonna do with it? How will that change you? And really connect with your identity. Like, who are you in 3? Who are you? As in, what do you represent? I am so proud when I say I do this business. So proud, own it. You're 10 feet tall and bulletproof. If someone says no, you're like, next. Okay, so I want you to spend more time yourself, because this isn't just a 2-minute drill. I want you all to really decide your desires and your disasters. You decide that. You know, with an income, and I'll talk, really, it's awesome, I love it. In this industry, I love that we have the opportunity to double, triple, quadruple, and even more every single year. Last year, when I'm talking about that disaster, and I'm talking about the desires, and when I made a decision, I'm gonna do this again, you guys, I built in 1 company. And some people thought I was crazy with leaving the income that I did. And some may think, oh, your disaster column would be like, can I do it again? Are you sure? That never hit me because of the self-awareness work that I've done. But if it hits you all or somebody, acknowledge that, it's okay. And you wanna move it over here. So coming into 3, I know where I wanna go, absolutely. And when my 2025 1099 is double than my multiple 6-figure income from 2024, you guys think that's a good thing? That has to do with the discipline. I am here at 3 to do it even bigger than I've ever done it before. That's what I'm here for. And then when I sat with a leader and she looked at me and said, my income has tripled since last year. You don't know what that means for my family. You guys, it's real. So you create your identity. I really am grateful that I'm up here to help you get there, and I hope that you got many, many good things from this that you can go and visualize and see yourself at the top. Thank you, everyone.